going to be cooking with paint. Going to be painting these lug nuts. They're chrome lug nuts from my slotted wheels that are already painted flat black matte. And I'm going to sandblast each one. And I'm going to paint them with, prime them up with self-etching primer. Then I'm going to cook them. You'll see how I cook them. Finished lug nut. My wheels are matte black, so I want all of them to be matte black. And I could probably buy these from Summit, but since I had these laying around, I just figured I'd make them myself. After I sandblast them, sandblast the chrome off of them mostly, put a good finish on them so the paint and the primer will stick really well. All I use is some self-etching primer. And I'll paint these with self-etching primer. And I'm going to take a cooktop and I'm going to cook these so the paint gets cured fast and hard. So it might be able to take the abuse of the impact gun. I wanted to use this wheel paint from Rust-Oleum to paint those lug nuts, but the paint wouldn't come out because there was no more pressure inside. So I put a hole right here. Now when you put the hole first, you let this out slowly, let the air out slowly, unless you want to get covered in black paint. And once you get that done, you put another hole down here. That way you can just, hey, it'll come right out. Then I put it in an airbrush because I'm not going to waste that paint. I'm going to use that paint. Then you take your nicely dried already primed up lug nut and you paint it. And once I paint these, like I said, I'm going to cook them in a very special way, a very magnetic way. Now, as promised, I'm cooking them. They're sitting on top of a plate, 10 pound. And because that's iron, they're steel, they'll get up to 220 degrees. I'll cook them like this for an hour, and then I'll let them cool by themselves slowly. That'll get the paint hard enough. Let's see what happens. I'm going to try it on the wheel, and we'll check it out. This also works for gears and bushings that you want to put on. Leave it on there for about 200, 220, 250. You can put it on the ring gear, or you can put a bearing in. It makes things a lot easier to press on, as long as it's made out of ferrous metal.